So we have the Antec C40. This is a decent CPU cooler. It's only just recently come out. I've got my hands on it. I'm ready to basically test the 6700K, which is going to be behind me. I'm going to put it on my test bench, and we're going to test to see the performance, decibels, and aesthetics of it, how it looks, because it's got a blue LED light, if I recall rightly, and it's got an RPM speed of 800 to 2200, and it's also, well, this is compatible with all motherboards, so you can go from Intel 775 all the way to 1366, as well as 1151 socket, and obviously your 2011 version 3 motherboards as well as you can go from AM2 all the way to A+ on all AMD platforms as well. So this is meant to be an all good rounder, and it's got a CFM of 41 as well, and we want to check the decibels to make sure that it's quite a decent CPU as well as the great performance. So let's get involved. So I'm going to show you how to install the C40 air cooler. So you've got some notches. The bottom one is going to be the 775 Intel motherboard, and then you've got the 1155, which is in the middle, which we're going to be using for the 1151 because they're both the same size, and then the one at the top is the 1366. Now all we need to do is that you see on the side here, it's got two like notches on the side of the barrel, and then we want to put it right here. So when you're installing it, just make sure that you line up the notches together, and that's it. As simple as. So I'm going to do this for all four of them right now. So what will happen now is that these pop rivets would actually just pop into the top and seal the deal on your CPU air cooler, and this is the bracket, and this goes straight into the motherboard. So it's simple as that. So that's what I'm going to do. Obviously these will close, these will be open, and as soon as I put these pins in, it will close the bottom, so the bracket will be secure onto the motherboard. So what I'm going to do, I've already got thermal paste. The great thing about it, Antek includes thermal paste or thermal grease as well, which is really quite cool because this is the thinnest sort of syringe I've ever seen, and it looks more precise to getting more thermal compound on. But yeah, I've got some thermal compound on already, and it is on a thin layer. I did have another CPU air cooler off. I pulled it off, and that's why it looks like that. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is stick it on here, and obviously note that you obviously got the notches lined up, so which way your CPU or air cooler is going to be facing is the way that you want it. So I want it to be facing that way, so I'm going to turn my bracket round this way round. This is a 92 millimeter fan, so not your average normal 120 in size. It's got some nice air vents to come out as well, so we're going to see how well this does. So I'm going to just plonk it on here. So let's test it. I'm going to just connect it all up, and let's see what the temperatures are. On this test bench, I'm using a 6700K, and we're using Crucial 3000 megahertz RAM, just one stick of 8 gig. We've got 1000 watt power supply by Antek, and we've got a motherboard by Gigabyte as well. So basically, all the links in the description down below if you want to find out more information about this. And obviously we're using the Antec CPU air cooler, which is a C40. As you can see, it's illuminated by a blue LED. It looks quite cool. It is really quiet though. It's like it's not even on. But when we torture test the CPU underneath to see how well it performs, we'll find out. So at the moment, you can see that it's not overclocked or nothing else is going on. It's a quad-core processor, as you can see, 6700K, no extra voltage or anything like that, no graphics card because it's stress testing the CPU only. Intel HD graphics 530 is the onboard graphics we're using, so we get rid of that, and we've got CPU ID HW monitor. Now all the software is all up to date because you've got to keep concurrent, because everything always keeps changing all the time. Graphics card, CPUs, everything all the time. So at the moment we've got rotations per minute, which is said on the box 800. Now this has been running for at least 15 minutes, and it's at 1150 rotations per minute, and it's super quiet. You can hardly even hear it. It's a 92 dimensions fan, so not the standard 120. It's got a blue LED that's illuminated, looks cool. But we're looking at 2200 of ramping up when the CPU's been tortured. At the moment, temperature is 20 to 21 degrees over 4 cores. In here it's 17 to 18 degrees, which is room temperature at the moment. And as you can see, no extra voltage, temperatures are okay, using the solid state drive by OCZ, and that's at 28 degrees. It's not affecting it because it's an open test bench, so all the air in here and the temperature of the room doesn't really affect it too much unless it's really brutally hot in there, which I probably wouldn't be alive. Anyway, so now we're gonna torture test the CPU. We're gonna run it. So I'm gonna go to torture test CPU. Okay. So let's see, rotations per minute straight away. We're at 2057 rotations per minute. So it's not peaked at its top yet, but it's near enough at the top. CPU air cooler, we're going to run this test for 5 minutes, so 1341, so run at 1346, and technically it's hit 63 degrees already. Minimum core 62 over 2 cores, 63 over the top cores. So we run a test 5 minutes to see what's going to happen. But at the moment, that's hardly even, it's not even annoying. As you can hear, hardly still annoying or anything like that. Plus it's only reached up to 68 degrees, where over 3 cores it's reaching 66 degrees. And this has been running for nearly 5 minutes, so we've got like probably about 30 seconds left. Now let's see, it's gone down to 48 degrees so far, and it's quite good. It's got a subtle blue LED light to it. It's quite a nice little fan over it, and you can have push and pull if you choose so. And the easy access and how accessible it is, just to obviously put a PMW lead in, and it's wrapped, so it's not got all funny colours like spaghetti junction, like red, blue, yellow watercolours, and it's not covered over. It's easy to connect to the motherboard, and you don't have to put a bracket on the back, so you can just literally have the back of the case on and then put the CPU air cooler on, no problem whatsoever. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, leave it in the comments down below. Tell me why you disliked it. Tell me if you got a CPU air cooler. Tell me if you got a better CPU air cooler, or tell me if you got any of the CPU air coolers that I've tested in the previous videos. I am going to put my chart up in the video so you can have a little comparison of the actual CPU air coolers that I've already tested already against this one. But this is in the top, definitely in the top 3 of being a great CPU air cooler, and it's not a bad price. But anyway, links in the description down below. Thumbs up if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.